remodeling project. I'm going to show you how to take out these lights. These are Hollywood lights, and what you want to do is make sure your power is turned off, turn off your breaker if you need to. And what these have is this little locking screw here that anchors the top portion to the bottom. So all we do is remove that little cap cover there, and that'll allow us to take off the whole deal. And sometimes you may need a pair of pliers to loosen it up if it's really on there, just to get it started. And once that's done, you should be able to unthread it and pull the cover on down. Underneath it, these will have hot, neutral, and ground. And they may be painted on, or so it may not, be that easy to pop off when I use my knife to kind of get up underneath here and remove it. Because we're doing a remodel, I'm wanting to make sure that this gets painted underneath there all the way to make it a little easier for the light fixture on the follow-up or the finish up. This should be anchored to the wall. It's got a couple screws here. It's like one screw, two screws. And this particular one's just a couple flathead screws. For the wiring, got a hot, neutral, and a ground. What we'll do is just undo the nut, separate the wires, and we'll reset the nut on top. That way it'll make it a little bit safer. And we can take this cover down. There's the hot. There's the hot, and I like to just put the wire nut cap back on. Again, make that just a little bit safer. Especially in a situation like this, where I've got occupancy sensors that aren't so clear about when the power is turned off or on. So just by anchoring these wire connectors on, you just make it less likely that anyone gets a nasty jolt. Okay, so now we can take off the back cover. And these are sometimes mollied or butterfly anchors behind there, so you may have to keep some pressure in order for the screw to actually turn out. So that's what I'm doing, just with my other fingers kind of reaching behind and maintaining a little bit of pressure. And now I can pull it out, and the butterfly will most likely drop into the wall cavity, which is no big deal. These are probably some really long screws too. Anyway, that'll just get this ready. And again, it'll make for a better finish, because cutting in around the light fixture, a lot of times stuff will get missed and you won't have as good of a paint finish. And for lighting in this room while people are working, I still have the fan light. So I should turn on for you guys while I'm pulling this apart so you can see better. Okay, this one being a little stubborn right at the end. That's how it is, right? So I may have to get the other side first. Come back to that one. And if you want to speed this up using a drill with a flathead attachment, definitely speed things up. butterfly drop inside the wall. Anyway, now we can push our wires through. And on this side, I can just pull on the whole trim plate to get the pressure I need to get that butterfly to go ahead and give. There we go. Okay. And the butterfly actually is sticking in the wall, but I can just push it in or pull it out, one of the two. Maybe I can actually pull it out and recover it. Let's see.